going now to see Neil Gaiman by myself because Aaron's a slut.
It looks like you've got me. And I got to meet people all the time. I met Charles Vess. And I said, you should draw me a Sandman sometime. And you could see that expression on his face of, I have no idea what this man is talking about. But Charlie is affable and sweet and nice. So you need to get the rights back from DC, to which they've reverted from New Line, but that's the rights to death. The overall rights to Sandman are still within the Warner Brothers empire, which means that basically we're probably in for another 3 or 4 months of lawyers talking to lawyers in Warner Brothers who are getting paid for it. They're all employed by the same place. Anyway, Jack, the entire place dissolves into anarchy. What was your question?
Do you think if we passed a hat around and put in like $10 each, we might be able to get 70 million Terry Gilliam needs to make it happen?
Every now and then, I love that idea. The idea that everybody just sends Terry Gilliam $5. No, seriously. The truth is, it probably wouldn't work at that point because Terry would go mad, and Terry normally fights with his studio. Can you imagine a world in which Terry Gilliam had to individually fight with all of you? Spend all of his time coming round, and I honestly don't know. I do love the idea, though, of everybody sort of making a movie by just sort of chipping in $5.
I'll have a bake sale if you want.
Go for it. We should definitely have the Good Omens bake sale. And I realized that once again, one of my kids had turned 7 and had not alphabetized their books. And I'm going, this is so weird. By the time I was 7, I got my parents to give me my own bookshelf, and I'd been, I was agonizing over whether Roger Lancelin Green was in the L's or the G's. It was, you worry about this stuff.
So that was awesome. And now we're going to see the cast of American Dad do a reading, which is also awesome. And right now, we're just waiting. I'm waiting for Erin because she's going to meet me in here, and I saved us awesome seats. Look how close we are. It looks closer in real life. We're only a few seats back in this whole auditorium. It's huge. And so yeah, it's going to be sweet.
Sits at the table smoking a cigar and drinking a scotch as Steve, Snot, Barry, and Toshi pepper him with questions. In the background, a pissed-off Haley leans against the counter as Francine does dishes. Klaus floats in his bowl.
Oh, was he in a lot of pain?
His guts spill out.
Oh,
I believe he's dead! Toshi's subtitle both honor and pleasure. Stan notices and nervously tries to fill the silence.
How about when you kill someone dead, and afterwards your hands smell like wet dog?
Wet dog?
But, you know what I mean. I'll never forget you, Bad Larry. You'll always be my first.
I'm glad it was me. And I shall become more powerful. than you can possibly imagine.
The jokes that you saw in the Family Guy pilot, a lot of those jokes were from, or some of those jokes were from this this student film that I had done in college, which was designed expressly just to get laughs. And again, the more you have to pitch with, if you have a script, then you have some character descriptions, great. If you have a piece of film to show, even better. Orchestra for each show every week.
Really?
Yep. And I trained when I came out to when we started doing Family Guy. I had not trained for a while, but I started training with an elderly couple, both in their 90s, who trained Sinatra in the 50s and they trained Streisand in the 70s, and they're like the best there is, and they've helped me a lot as we've done, you know, the musical numbers for both shows. So I've taken that quite seriously. Yes.
Do you write the numbers or?
I mean, I write lyrics for Family Guy and for American Dad. The lyrics are written by
our writers.
By the writers of that show. But and occasionally I play the piano, but I can't arrange for orchestra. I would love to be able to do that, but we have two very, very, very talented composers.
Okay, Aaron. Yeah. We just saw Seth MacFarlane and American Dad.
That was so funny.
It was funny. It was funny.
That was great.
There was laughter to be
I
had.
saw that episode of Gilmore Girls.
Exactly. That is. It was great. I love voice actors. I love them. I love them all.
German
all of them.
sexy voice?
Yeah. Gay Germans.
Oh, that was awesome.
Voice actors. And Seth MacFarlane.
We's gonna go buy some Tokies.
Oh, cute too. So good. Good time. We're heading out, 5 o'clock, into the world. We're leaving Comic-Con for today. We saw a good number of things that are pretty sweet. And, yeah.
Toki Doki. I love it. I'm gonna go home and buy a Toki Doki wallet.
So now we are going to go get eat them, and then hang out and
you know at Comic-Con you kind of forget that human beings eat.
Yeah.
Until you haven't eaten for 12 hours.
I've been suppressing my hunger all day.
Me too, and loving it.
You don't eat at Con, not unless you want to spend $12 on a personal pizza.
Con eats you.
Con eats you.
Everything $5.